6-1.
So you press it, the time doesn't like 4 and then you're just am I? It's harder. I can't see it. So then you have the second one. You use the green sign. Where's
that? You press the bubble button.
Yeah.
It's the bubble button, right? That's how you make the bubbles. Yeah, for both of them, right? 56 bubble, 18 bubble, okay?
See that? I'm just finished.
No, that's okay. Any bubble? 56 bubble.
Sine theta the regular one.
Yeah, sine inverse. Shift sign? Sine theta. You have to isolate theta by sine inversing. Sine inverse 0.7, and then you press the bubble button to convert it to degrees.
Well, yeah, this will do. So is that right?
That's a book. Yeah.
Shift fine, and then you do, and then just nearest in it, yeah?
And then you press the bubble button to convert it to degrees faster. Easy, right?
Never. There's one that is
For 44. Wait, for the first question, 44 degrees, 26 minutes. Round the minute.
And when I write it, we'll just do the highlight section with the little degree.
A little degree with the first dash. Yeah. Okay, I presume that you girls remember SOHCAHTOA as well. Remember that? Remember SOHCAHTOA?
Yes.
You girls learn the rap? Look in the corner. There is a rap online. There's many variations.
How do you put the question to my calculator?
Sine inverse.
So she.
Yeah, like you something.
Do you know what you've done before? Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. Where's the button?
Gotcha. This is the easy stuff. The actual what's not in the brain. Do you want us to do all the questions?
Maybe just the last row is okay. But technically, if you do all the questions, it's more practice for you. You know what I mean? You remember that stuff up there?
So that's sine equals.
It depends.
Opposite
Opposite of the hypotenuse.
So it's
Opposite is directly on the opposite side of where you're looking at. So you were to draw a triangle, like say like this, right? And this is the box, and the angle is right here. Opposite will be deliberately right here.
So that's.
Like how you. Opposite's directly right here because it's opposite to where you're looking at.
What's the A again?
A is right next to it. So what's opposite to the box? Opposite to the box is hypotenuse. Opposite to where you're looking at is opposite, and this one must be A. That has to be A, okay?
So just do the last question. Are we doing all of them? Or just the last one?
If you can do all of them, that's good. Oh yeah, you're doing the decimal one, are you? Yeah. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Then Are you in this class normally online? I guess not. Because if not, then.
Oh, yeah, sometimes.
Okay, then. Good. Just join it, and the worksheet's already on there.
Yeah.
Sweet, sweet. What you do, you just make X a subject, 4.5, tangent 72, and you just punch it all into the calculator. .616, but it wants it to one decimal place. 4.6. You can see that stuff online, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Again, the working out might be too much, but if you could skip a couple of steps, that's okay.
Yeah.
So, yeah, so it's a good choice, but this angle here would be this angle here. So we write it out sine 38 equals to 8 on y, but they take y as subject, so if you do the switcheroo, that goes up instead of down. Then that becomes equal to, sorry, y is equal to 8 on sine. Alright? Yeah.
So putting it in.
Yeah. I might put it wrong by sine.
Like picking that same number.
Hang on, yeah, so something ain't right for the first one then. No, it's good that you spoke up and then showed me the problem. Otherwise, that's just stuck there. 72. Okay. So you got 38.47?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. Let's just check the next one. Okay. Yeah.
Is the high function really equal to the longer side? Or
Yeah, that's correct. It's opposite to the box, always.
opposite to the longer?
Yeah. Easy stuff so far? Yeah.
Just got a question.
Yeah, which one?
Question 2.
Yep.
How do you do this one?
So I did also sign what happened. Now, this sign is only there, so I also assume that you might divide in the triangle, but through the sign inverse. Sign inverse is just looking at one sign, just regular. it says the nearest degree on the sorry, see for example round number. That's about 44 minutes, sorry, 44 degrees, 26 minutes. Okay. Let's have a look. Yeah, good. Good switch over. That's good.
What would the answer of B be?
2D?
Yeah.
3D?
3.
Okay, so this one, opposite of hypotenuse would be sine 38. 8 on y, you have to isolate y, so you have to move it up. So you get y is equal to 8 on sine 38. Sorry, what? I think that should be correct because I'm the one who told you how to do that, right? So sine 38. Yeah, so it's 12.99 and it wants to one decimal place. So technically you have to write 13.0 because of formality's sake, okay? Alright. That's it. Does it help you with that? So when the pronumeral's on the bottom, guys, you switch it up and you move the sign down. But if the x is on the top, you just multiply up. If that makes any sense. Yes? No? Alright. So if you look at the very first row of question 3, the pronumeral's on the top, if you can see. Have you noticed that? X is always on the top. And the bottom row, D, E, and F, the pronumeral's on the bottom.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's when you switch it up.
Yeah.
Yeah, the placement as well. So if the pronumeral is actually on the second, then that's when you switch it. But if the pronumeral is on the first, you just multiply up. It's just small tricks, okay? To be honest, I'd rather not know that. Just do the algebra correctly, you'll always get it correctly, okay? It's just small things to remember than don't remember it. Moving on to non-writing with triangle. Find length DC. Okay. Question 4, let's have a look. You see that? Opposite to that is 3, and opposite to the box is 5, so you have to use sine.
Yeah.
And this question is just like question 2. You have to isolate theta, bring the sign across, okay? Sine inverse. You always sine inverse when you're trying to find an angle. Whenever you're trying to find that little letter there, always sine inverse or cosine inverse and tangent inverse, okay? Everyone here is going to become a champion at trigonometry, okay? No excuses.
No, I've always liked to.
That's good. That's good then. But then this stuff here, this is like the U9 version because it's all writing with triangles. That's why it's so good. Yeah.
It was 3D sine.
3D sine. Let's have a look.
Okay. So that's sine. That would be sine.
Oh, tangent.
Oh. Oh, the opposite.
Yeah. Respect to the angle. So everything is like career perspective, point of view. Yeah. Question A for that question shouldn't be too bad. Question B is the worst one. DC. DC, you just have to find this side. So it'll be opposite and little side, we don't know what that is. So we just call it any letter. What's your favorite letter of the alphabet? Z? Okay. We'll do this question together, guys, okay? But like the question's already online, but we'll just do it together, okay? What is that? 64, 28, 12. The question says we have to find this piece here. The 20. Okay. That's opposite, that's unknown, that's over. Terminals on the bottom, switch. And then calculate. Okay? As easy as that, right? Yeah, no, but like for B, it's a little bit, it's not too tricky, but it does require you to do some subtractions here and there. Working is online is a bit cranny, so I hope you guys can read that, yeah? Yep. Yep. God damn it. See, I keep on thinking that. So yeah, you're right again. But the numbers are in correct orientation. So you go 30, 10, 65. Yeah, yeah. No, you're complete. I don't know what I'm thinking. Yeah, completely. So the answer changes up. So that'll be 64.33. Nearest meter, you round down to 64 meters. Yeah, what's up?
I don't know if I know the answer there, but I don't know if I'm doing what I'm doing wrong.
Okay, which one? Which question particularly?
So question 1, B.
So it's asking you to find CB, which
Like,
is.
I know what I'm supposed to do, if that makes sense, but I only get one random.
Okay. Is it rounding? It's not rounding, is it?
I don't know. I worked out dB, I'm assuming.
Okay. So dB is the big distance,
Yeah.
and because we already found this distance already, you just do the subtraction.
Yeah.
Maybe this part here. So what's wrong? Is my name? Answer's not right?
No, I think it was right. So I got 22.5.
6? Yep. Well, 5, yeah, 5 doesn't matter, yeah.
5, 6,
Yep.
yeah. And then a moment, and then the first one I think I got 5.85. Is that wrong?
So the first one,
Oh, it's sine. Is it sine? Yeah, I did 10. That's fine. Oh, good. I figured it out.
no.
I did 10 instead of.
Wait,
it is
hang on.
sine. Yeah, I got it wrong.
Oh, okay, sorry guys, I stuffed up again. I wrote it correctly on the board, but I didn't copy it down correctly here.
Okay.
So it's that number. I haven't evaluated that. So your answer is the total distance subtract this answer is probably what you got. So
it's wrong. So am
no,
I
I wrote it right on the. I wrote it right here, but I didn't carry through here.
So it is 10 for both.
It's 10 for both. Yeah. Sorry about that, guys.
I was so confused. I was like, what did I do wrong? I kept trying to figure it out.
Yeah, you're right. It's 5.85. But other than that,
16?
I think it should be 22 minus 5 should be roughly 17, but because of the decimals, yeah, it should be
Yes.
16. 5.85, yeah, 16.71. Oops, I'll fix that up. So we 5.85, and then it'll be 16.71.
Well,
But the overall logic is there, right?
Yeah.
So like, why have to find that longer distance? Because if you
Yeah.
don't find this distance here, you might
No,
have to resort.
I knew how to do that. I think because I was using 5 and I was like, why am I doing it?
No, it's all good.
And then I tried seeing if I was doing it.
Actually, speaking of which, because we're on that point, I think a lot of these questions here are 10.
Yeah.
There's a lot of 10 questions here. Yeah, it's all tangent for the remaining of the page. But question 3 is something else.
To be,
Yep. Don't tell me I got it wrong again.
no. Would you do 38 minus 1.5?
Yeah, because you had to create that new triangle. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
correct. Dean, you see the question? How you going with the question, man? You going alright? Any questions at all? You just let me know.
Yeah. Question 4.
Question 4 on the first page?
Yeah.
Which one? A, B, or C?
A. It's sine, right?
Yeah, that's correct. Sine inverse.
Yeah.
3 on 5 because opposite of the hypotenuse, and then you just evaluate on the calculator.
3 over 5.
3 over 5, that's correct.
When it says nearest meter, do it whole number.
Yeah, just whole number. Is everything okay with the questions, guys? Yeah?
Is that one? Sorry, it's-
This one here. Pretty much like the right one, actually. So, this is this. Yeah, actually, it's not asking for anything, right? Yeah, so there should be that angle there. Do you need help?
Um,
Yep.
is the 50 degrees on top corner? Which
50, top right. Top right. keep up the good work, Bianca. So it's good you're double checking, right? But it's, then that changes the next question. That's actually the next thing I want to guys talk to you about, guys. So just careful about these type of questions. They're very, very popular. Very, very popular for HSC, okay? Where one answer crosses over to the next part. So
You still get it right, can't you? Like it carries.
as carried over, yeah, you can, but why do that when you can get the whole thing, right? So it's 12 on X, and the next one has to be correct, but it's just the numbers wrong. That's it. What is that? What did you get for that, Bianca?
I got 15.4.
Just let me check that up. Yep, that's good. So in the answer, it says round to nearest centimeter. You'll just write 15 centimeters for the I, but in order to do double I, use the actual 15.44, okay?
Okay, yeah. Yeah, I write both. Like I write.
Yeah. So this will be 15.44, but it approximates to 15 centimeters. That's what the question asks. But for the next part, you'll do opposite of a hypotenuse, so it'll be 15.44 over y. So you just do 15.44 there. So answer on 15.44 over sine 65. Yeah. Okay. So far, is everything okay, guys? The diagram's already given to you, should be okay. I think the next page is going to get a little bit harder because that's when you have to read the problems and you have to create the triangle yourself. Stand. You get the diagram? Try to read the instructions and try to correspond that to the diagram. Yeah. Okay. So do you want to? I'll just we'll just do that then. I can't solve it at all now. Yeah. 18 has to lean against the wall, so yeah, that's correct. Right? So it would be weird to say you got a wall and then you got 18 meter high ladder and whatever, right? So it doesn't make sense. So it has to be leaning against the wall, and you have to find the angle. Yeah, you have to find the angle between the ground and the ladder. Well done.
It's like that.
Yep, it looks good. You guys enjoying the show? Sit there, just watch the solutions come out.
Yeah, I was very idea.
Okay. Did you guys want to do it without looking at it, or?
Oh yeah, I did look at it.
Oh, okay,
I
okay.
just checked to see.
Yeah, yep, yep.
So AC is the thing?
Diagonal. AC is the diagonal.
Yes.
It's 13, yeah, it's 13, 13.
I did 10
10? You can do that. You can use 10 in this case because the 12 is there. You can even use cosine here. You can use a whole bunch of things because if you're in a triangle where all the values are given, you can technically use anything. So this question is an exception. But the real question is, will you get the same answer as me? I think everything is approximated, so it depends on...
Is that 22 degrees?
That's correct. Okay, then yeah, it works.
First it's 10.
It's anything. It could be tan, cosine, or sine. Depends on how you look at it. So that triangle is 5, 12, 5, 12. Are you screaming?
Oh,
And I don't want to scream as well.
question 3, I mean. Is this question 3?
Yeah, question 3. Question 3, C. No, question 2C.
I was on 2C.
Yeah.
I use sine.
Oh yeah, it's good. Did you get my answer?
Yeah, I got the exact same thing.
Oh, well done. But like, whenever you come across a question like this in the future, and all the sides are given, you can use anything you want.
Okay.
Sweet.
Question 3 is 10.
I haven't drawn that one up yet. So, I mean, most likely if it's something like high and something's flat, then yeah, most likely it feels like a tan.
I'm just like, is the angle going to be at the top? So like.
No, most likely find the angle of elevation. Elevation means like you go from horizontal to the ground and you look up.
Because it says from the tip of the shadow, so from top of the pole.
Wait, so the 15-meter pole says right here in my diagram. Yep, it looks okay. Cast a 20-meter long shadow, so it'll be here. And angle of elevation will be here because you're looking up. Elevation means to look up, okay? Finding angle. I'm just gonna cut to the chase. Tangent inverse 15 and 20. Yeah. The nearest degree, it's coming up 37 degrees. But I'll show you if we're working out anyways. So approximately 37. What? In what? Question 3? Sine. Wait, sine? As in the hypotenuse is there? Oh no, the shadow's not floating, it's on the ground.
No, I know.
Oh yeah. Question C is interesting. You can use trig here, or you can use Pythagoras' theorem.
Wouldn't it be more accurate to do it like that?
That's correct, yeah. Because sine, cosine, tangents, they're kind of approximations.
Yeah, that's what.
So Pythagoras' theorem will actually do well here. Yeah, just go with Pythagoras. Oh, wow. Nice answer. All right, that's pretty good. I think for this, you don't need to do every single question. It's very repetitive. I recommend maybe just like the third column. Just the third column, and everything else will be like something you do at home or homework or something. Okay, so just don't waste the time doing all these questions. Okay, just like the third column, we'll just move on. Use a calculator to find sine, cosine, tangent. Okay, now question 2, you can't do the third column because it's asking you to find different
We
answers.
got negative the first question 1.
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah,
Oh, yes.
you're using 2 unit stuff, but have you learned ASTC? All stations to
Yeah, I
Campbelltown,
did, but I can't
all stations
remember.
to
how-
Central,
It's like
all stations to coronavirus.
it's like isn't it 180,
Yeah.
180? Do we need that?
No. You don't need it in this case, but if you do know it, it'll be a quick shortcut. So say for example, tangent 130 is negative, sine 145 is positive, cosine 120 is negative. It's okay. You don't need to know this. You just
So I
punch
don't
the
need to know
calculator.
this for
Nah.
standard at all.
No. Standard, just accept
I-
it, just use a calculator, just get the answer, that's it.
Because I want that part.
Yeah.
I can't remember anymore.
A just represents that everything's positive because A stands for all. So
Yeah.
sine.
And then I know sine is like if it's not out of those two, then it's like I don't know.
Yeah, so this will be sine is positive, cosine and tangent are negative. Tangent here is positive, and sine and cosine are negative. And then lastly, cosine is positive here, but sine and cosine, sine and tangent are negative.
And these are like 360.
Yeah, that's right. So it'll be 0, 90, 180, 270, 360.
Yeah. But it's just one negative 1.19.
Yeah, that's it.
Wait, so you said you can't do the third column?
No, because it will just all be tangents then.
Oh, you'll just be.
Yeah, it will be just all be tangents. So I tell you what, just do
second or
the
third one or something?
you just do second row, third row, sixth row, something like that.
Oh, you made the question 2.
Yeah, question 2. Otherwise, if you did the third column, then all the answers. I'm just gonna check. I think all the answers are gonna be negative.
Oh, yeah, because after the top is 2 and then.
Yeah. Same gimmick with question 3. Question 3 is the same thing except it's more random. Okay, question 4 is when we get into the theory. Okay, so if theta is obtuse angle, then sine is this. If theta is obtuse angle, then cosine is this. If theta is equal to obtuse angle, then that's no. Okay. We could do question 4 together, but question 2, 3, and 1, that's all you, okay? Hello. Good.
For B,
Yeah.
then it's only 1. Not only -1.0000.
Sorry. B. 10. Which one?
You have to learn because it's called decimal places.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, which question specifically?
It's from question B to cat, we got maybe
Question B for 10.
So 10,135.
Yeah, that's -1. Yeah, that's correct.
Or -1.000.
No. Oh, but it says 4 decimal places. Yeah, I think you do have to actually.
I lost the mark once. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, that's you have stingy teachers like that.
Oh, I didn't learn. Oh my god.
Yeah.
No, then yeah.
I
there's
lost the,
negative one.
you know I lost the mark?
Yeah.
So my teaching diagram, it was right, but I didn't have connecting lines and stuff like that. And it was like correct answer and everything. That's terrible. Yeah. It's just a stupid point. Like why?
I don't know. Teachers do their own thing.
It's not a teaching.
Yeah.
Which lucky man?
So do you have to do one row? How many rows do you have to do?
Elevation means elevate.
Oh.
Fair enough.
So the answer would be disclosed.
Oh, you did it up there, but you did it wrong here.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it would be 20 on 15 if you did it all the way around.
Same answer, but I just did it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was your question, sorry? Listen to me. Okay, so. Stations to central, guys. Remember that.
he actually wants to come, so he wants to access one was not a more user that is a long technical
Question 3, do I do it without roughly into calculators?
You know what? Yeah. If you want, you can learn some advanced mathematics and you just use this triangle.
I'm guessing that 10 is all I can do.
Okay, so we'll do the first row. So sine 160, that's positive, cosine, negative, tangent, negative, sine, positive. So I'll teach you how to do it. Okay? So this is 0 degrees, 90 degrees, 180 degrees, 270 degrees, and 360. Okay. Now the first angle is 160, right?
Yeah.
So 160 would look like something like this. But because it's sine 160, we're in the sine region, it must be still positive. Yeah?
Can you explain that reason?
No worries. Just remember, all stations to whatever you want. So you see the first question, sine 160?
Yeah.
So 160, do you agree it's like around there somewhere? Because this will be 0, 90, 180, 270, 360. So that means 160 should be in here somewhere, right? So because it's sine, we want to see if it's in this region. Is it in the S region? And if it's in the S region, sine is positive.
But it was cause
If it would be cos of sine, it would be negative.
It makes sense.
If it's
So
in-
the next one's negative, because B is cos
There
160.
you go, there you go.
Ah.
Happy with that?
Yeah.
Question 4, man. Oh wait, question 3, sorry.
Yeah, question. Just the third row.
Oh, bro, that's just, yeah, it's just
But hypothetically, would you just use you could just use a calculator to find out cause of an
Just don't waste your time with this stuff here. Just learn in 6 rows.
Okay, so it's in that same region, because it's S. Sorry.
Just look at the first letter. So say for example, we're working with tangent, right? Tangent is T. Oh my god.
A is more, so they're all be positive.
Yeah, everything here would be good, and tangent would be only positive here.
Oh, so it's
tangent,
like below 90, it's all positive.
Yep,
Gotcha.
yep. Everything is positive. That means A is for all.
So like yellow is cos 10.
Cos 10 will be yeah, that's correct.
Okay, gotcha.
There you go.
No. Makes note of that.
Options anything over 90?
Yep, that's right. Obtuse is definitely in this region. So it's anything less than 180, but between 90. Okay.
So everything else is negative.
Yep. So sign's positive, but the other two is negative. Done.
Okay.
Easy peasy. But I don't know that asks you something like that in standard. That's more like
Yeah.
testing your theory. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Sine, cosine, negative, negative, cosine, positive, tangent, negative, sine, negative. All right. If the angle is positive.
And question 5, do we just put that in?
Yeah, I think, you know what, just don't worry about question 5. Let's just calculate the input. Just move on. Non-writing with trig now. Okay, did you guys have fun with writing with trig?
Yeah.
Here comes non-writing with trig. I'll write the formulas up, alright?
Oh, this.
That's right.
Oh, this is the same as well. This is advanced.
No, this is year 10.
What? I can't remember.
What?
I swear I did not do this last year.
What?
If I did,
You're
then
calling me a liar? No,
I
no.
swear I did. I just think schooling is great. I think Clancy forgot about it. I don't actually remember that. Oh no, we
No,
did
even
this.
5.2 students will do this.
Yeah, we did this.
Yeah.
I was in 5. I just didn't listen. No, I don't think I did it.
Cosine and sine rule.
I didn't enough. I think 5.2 and mine's I used to listen. No, I don't remember at all.
Actually, recall that we were writing up
It's the alphabet.
I've seen that 2 minus 2a thing.
That's really annoying. Do I have to write this up somewhere?
Just write it down to memorize. Or you know what the funny thing is? You don't even have to memorize it. They're going to give you the formula sheet anyways.
Yes.
But you need to know how to use it.
Exactly.
So now let's do like a couple of questions together. So like, you know, kickstart the brain. So this one here. So it says use sine rule to find the value of the unknown side to 2 decimal places. To use sine rule, it's like the crisscross method I like to describe. I think, you know, maybe Sam taught you another way, but it's always like an angle goes to its respective side. If you look at the diagram, 81 will go to A and 54 will go to 7.4.
So whatever corner
Whatever angle corner goes to its opposite side. So when you write this out, it becomes sine 81 all over its respective side, which is little a, is equal to sine 54 all over,
Why is it sine?
because it's sine rule.
Oh.
Okay. And it in question 1 says use the sine rule as well, so that's a double whammy right there. So moving on. And then at this stage, once you establish sine rule, you just have to solve for a, so it just becomes an algebra problem.
So it's, okay.
Yeah?
Sine A equals sine B, which is sine C.
Yeah. Now, in some textbooks, they'll write it like this. Some textbooks, they'll write it like this. No, don't say stuff like that.
It's just a 2 part. No, one is
I know, there's nothing here.
Yes.
Wait, so how do you use these two to find it? 'Cause if they're all equal each other, then
Oh, no, you have to use algebra. So, yeah, that's another way that some textbooks will write it. But look, just pay attention to the screen, I'll show you how to solve it, okay? So now you have to make A the subject. How do you make A the subject? So I'm gonna flip both of them upside down.
And then chuck over.
That's right. So A over, that's not mine, okay? 81 equals to 7.4 over sine 54, and it would,
times sine 81.
that's it, you got it.
Oh, right, I see.
7.4 over sine 54 times, yeah.
You flip both of them to get the
Now you don't have to necessarily flip both of them. What I like to teach is whenever you want to find the angle in sine rule, you use this one. But if you want to find the side specifically, you use this version. But these two versions are the same.
Yeah.
You follow or you don't follow?
We're in different what?
Okay. So wait, just, let me wrap this one up.
I'm more of a visual learner, so if you draw it up.
Oh, drawing's my favorite. Wait, what?
So this one thinks I was smart. I look smart. I think she's wrong. No, you do smart.
You got a hidden ability.
I think that's such a compliment because I never get that.
Alright, the answer is 9.03, and it says 2 decimal places, it's just 9.03 then. 9.03 centimeters bracket
I suck at
2 dp.
algebra because I learned and then I just the numbers are all over. Yeah, I get it. It's just wow. I get 90. 9.03. I like that. But I'm sorry, wrong. Wait, no, hold on. Wait,
Yeah, what's up?
I got 90 at algebra, so what happens when you...
Okay, on the second step, I took those two fractions. Look. Took them.
Yeah,
That's what I
then
did,
you
okay?
put it, that's simple, but I didn't get that third step. How'd you bring
Oh,
A out?
what is
Did
sine?
you just bring A out and
No.
that's
What is sine 81 doing to the A? What is sine 81 doing to the A?
dividing it?
What's up with dividing?
What's fine?
Take it across.
But I put that in my calculator and I got 90.34.
Wait, so you do, by dividing it, you just bring on the other side, right?
Yeah, that's it. You turned it on the other side. That's it. 90.
Oh,
I got
okay,
9.03.
Yeah, I understand. My brain just fine.
I didn't know that.
Show me. Show me the damage.
Did I plug it in?
I put 74, not 7.4.
Okay, then I don't know. You made me trouble. What is this?
I'm very sorry.
But finally realized what the mistake was there.
I wrote about my paper, but I couldn't.
Okay, but you got the idea, right?
Yeah.
So how about you guys do the next question to get a feel of it,
Okay.
and then if you have any issues, you let me know.
So that means it. That
Sign over the side. Sign over the side. So because we're finding x, we can save ourselves one step by using this formula instead. So we can put the x on the top straight away, so we don't have to think in the second step. If that makes any sense, Bianca?
Yeah, no.
You follow, right? Because
I'll just do
in this version, the one I did, we wasted one thing. We wasted
I
some
know, I
time.
did the same thing
Yeah.
before.
Yeah. But if you're comfortable with
Yeah, I'm
this
fine
method,
with that one. Yeah.
Is this right? I got x equals 13.8 over sine 7 times sine 4.
that's correct. That's correct. Well done. Are you up to this
so
yet?
The answer is
0.91. That's correct. Centimeters back in 2dp, and you wrap it all up. You up to here now? Yeah. So have you covered this up before already? Or maybe like maybe last year? So this is like relatively new. So you can see already that the techniques that we use for non-writing of triangles cannot be replicated using writing of triangles. So we've got to use what the question says. The question says use sine. So sine rule is that formula one there, the one in the big blue box.
Yeah.
Sine capital A over little a is equal to sine capital B over little b is equal to sine capital C over little b. It's not hard to remember, right? Okay. So capitals A, B, and C represents angles, and A, B, and C, the little pieces, represent sides. So the way to do this, it doesn't matter what A and B is, that's just a general representation. But you need to know that this angle here belongs to this side. Let's call that. That's how I describe it. Okay. This angle here. They might be wondering, can we use the one in the blue or the one above it? Well, it doesn't matter which one you use. But in this case, I'm going to use the one above it, okay? So in this case, I'm going to write the side over the angle and the side over the angle. Same meaning, okay? What is the sign that you want to create? Quick!
Oh, it's
And then you missed that. what is it? It's doing the dividing because it's on the bottom, right? It's dividing, right? So what's dividing? Quick. So A is equal to 7.4 times up, right? Times sine 81 over sine 14 times 4 and take calculator.
easy as that.
Yeah, that's it. So it's up to you. You can use the one in the blue box, or you can use the one above.
Okay.
Oh, sure. Find 123 over X. And you find 123.
Or if you're finding x, then most likely
No,
you
it's
use it on the
1.3
top.
because it's
Oh, okay.
this was sequential.
All right. I'm going to move on to question 2 because question C and D are the same stuff. Question 2 is when you actually have to find the angle. So when you're trying to find the angle, I think it's wise that we should use the one in the blue. So I'll do that. So we're trying to find ABC. Where is that? ABC. ABC is right here. Right? Well, you know what the funny thing is? It says calculate the size of ABC, but if you look at it, if you look directly across, there is no angle, there's no side. But actually, you don't even have to overcomplicate it because it's already giving us two angles. So you had to use angle sum of triangle when that's it.
Yeah, no,
You had to use angle sum of triangle for question 2A. That's literally it. 180 minus 68 minus 64 gives you 48. Yeah. 48.
Obviously B can't be that because that's over a column triangle.
Minus 68 minus 64 gives you this angle here. We're working out beautiful, I get it. So moving on. Question double I. It says find the side of AC. Oh, okay. So we can find AC now. So let's get rid of that. It's gone. Bye-bye. Let's do color black. So this is X. So we're trying to find a side. It's better that we use the red one. Okay, see the pattern? So the red formula is the sides, the blue one is the angles. So the X on sine 48 is equal to 4 on sine 64. Now, can anyone tell me why I chose 64 instead of 68? Yep, because 68 would have nothing, so there's nothing to do there. And other than that, that's pretty much what you've been doing already the past 10 minutes. Easy peasy. 4 sine 48, sine 64, and it wants to, actually there's no restrictions on the condition of the answer, so you just go 3.30, that's enough. Meters. Yeah, just like that. Yeah, good one. Okay, so the next page is finding the angle. So question 2 is just more questions. I'm just going to skip ahead.
So for the next page.
Yeah. Yeah, so let's do the first one together so you get an idea. So you have sine theta going towards 60, so it'll be over 60, is equal to sine 82 over 78. You follow that? The next step will be getting rid of that 60 by multiplying. So the sine, so that's a sine. Sine, what was it, 82 times 60 all over 78. And just as you think that might be over, you have to do inverse after that.
Yeah.
So you got to go theta is equal to sine inverse of everything I just chucked in. Okay? And that's the final step. Yeah, what's up with that? If you're going to pay so much money for spraying once a
You
week.
pay $90.
What
Yeah,
the
Yeah, we had
$90.
And you wear it, like, we're trying to like get like approval with the principal.
Yeah.
He's new. And he said to the people like we can see now that like Jack and project or something because he's old school work every day. But the assistant, she's such a she said no. But like he's in charge, but she said no.
Well,
I think ours costs more because ours is a first place.
Yeah,
I heard that.
Mine are both
But ours,
Ours is, we get to it whenever we want. Ours is yours is private, so fair enough. Also, the inside of the house just has everyone's name and then the houses. But that's it. It's all of the houses. Isn't it, Big Sam has the jerseys,
So once you guys get really good at these type of questions, you can do what I just did, where I just chucked it all in one go. So you don't do the algebra, you just do it like that. Okay, that's all that. That's doing the that's multiplying and inversing at the same time.
Oh my goodness. I mean, I guess, yeah, that makes sense. Like, you just put the 11 in.
Yeah, you move it across and you just invert, so
Yeah.
it doesn't sound.
I've only got to love it. Whoa. But it's like a fish. I'm like half-assing it and just copying the weekends.
Oh yeah. I think let me just quickly browse through here. I think it's just sine rule. Oh yeah, the next page will be cosine rule. So that's the next page will be this one right here. So I don't think I have enough time
Is
to.
there no tan sign rule?
No, it's just sine and cosine rule. There's no tan rule. No, there is one more formula.
I left out.
There is one more formula. It's area of non-running a triangle. I forgot that.
Is it 50 minutes? Oh, question 1A. 1A, I got 50 minutes.
Oh, I didn't evaluate that. I
So
just
50 degrees, my bad. Oh, degrees. Wait, so are you just filling in the same, you're not actually up?
yeah.
You were my teacher. He's
Yeah, with a Christian.
Christian.
Yeah, I think it's just times tables and lesson arrangement.
Yeah,
Was prelim okay? Was prelim okay, Bianca?
Pardon?
Was prelim okay?
What'd you get?
I mean, I didn't want to ask the mark, but I just want to ask the experience. But
No, I
okay.
don't even remember. I think I got like 75%.
You might be.
Yeah.
I went and studied in there before.
Is that borderline pass?
I got 58%. I didn't even study. So I put it.
That's the last formula for this topic.
Advanced halfway.
Too much, man.
I thought it was to drink
Too much, man.
Coke,
Too much.
like when you want to ask you about
I
it.
think in my exams, I studied in like
Oh, I didn't study at all.
So
I passed everything wrong. So I like study, but like I was like if I
Very much like at this point,
I
like,
don't cheat because it doesn't go to anything. It's just like a practice for ABC and classes. So that
See,
was my
it's
time.
very infusing and the optimal. I just write a whole cover letter as a way that
I don't even know. I just want to. I don't like that. Why do you want to be? I don't know. Like, I kind of have to because my job.
because my mom was his thing.
They have like to love this.
And he explained about your leadership skills and stuff.
It's like, I'll just give them reasons why not to like. I don't know, I hated it, but I got my, like, I had to go to my leadership and write everything myself. I don't like to do it myself.
I know nothing.
God,
Just talk about memes. That's it.
like, yeah, I got these grades. I don't like to. So wait, go to school off again, I want to copy it. Really. See that? Thanks.
All right. So seeing these the same gimmick, I'm just gonna go down to
Wait, was that 134 point?
no, just 34. 34 degrees,
34,
10 minutes,
yeah.
and it's asking for nearest to just 34. Seeing these the same thing, just move on. I think question 2 is the same thing. ACB is just this angle here.
What?
One of the words we
Wow.
Yeah, well, I know, so for something.
And I'm
What am I hearing right now?
She's gonna get chased by a
So I
dolphin.
think it's like, oh, it's actually stressing me out. I don't understand what.
Tree's just like the same as.
Actually, the remaining of this page is the same thing. So
I mean, I'll just do it. I'll do 3, not 3. Oh wait, 3 looks really interesting. It's got the 16 68 and 40.
Oh, that's just 68 degrees 40 minutes. So you just punch in the calculator, the same thing. So it's just an extra 40 minutes. Like, what are you gonna do with it? Hi, just meet me upstairs. Yeah, just meet me upstairs.
Are you leaving us?
Yeah, my time caps up at 5:30. What, did you guys want me to stay and teach you some good math?
Is Sam coming now?
Yeah, Sam's coming now. That's a big oof, okay?
I love Sam.
Yeah.
Sam loves me.
Alright guys, study hard, study well.
Thanks.
Yeah, hope you guys learned something
Yes,
today.
So bad.
What am I doing?
I'm just thinking English.
Still have my
I feel like you seem like that person who's really good at English. Are you doing advanced English? Yeah, I don't know. See, you could just tell.
I do standard English.
How do I don't know how good it is?
Yeah. It's always people who do standard math that are really smart. Just advanced English. I just do standard remote because it's not right as I'm
What would you be reading for your training?
Oh, my turn.
We're doing both of
I'm doing Billy Elliot. That movie. What is it called? No.
Billy Elliot.
Yeah.
That sounds familiar.
Something like that.
The book of Shakespeare, and I want to punch Shakespeare.
Oh yeah.
I love
everyone-
Shakespeare.
No, Shakespeare's such a pain.
No,
Clancy
Shakespeare.
picks the shittest stuff.
They done that fellow.
No other school does the same. So I can't even get help from like my brother from people. They don't listen to text.
Shakespeare, but there's everything online.
I'm head out.
I'm so confused. You just leave this here now?
Yes.
That's all for you. That's the present. Knowledge. Okay. See you guys.
Bye.
ACB. Really? When did you finish seeing the big?
He said that? Yeah, he said he was
Probably
like,
3, 1. What's the more M? M? What is that? Where?
I think that's sine. Like an image of I and N, but just your I'm doing research in the
oh, because they don't do a lot of people from I know now, yes, we literally don't. You ever get all the blood? You didn't have to study for
Wait, what's happening?
I've been creating in maths, creating society, maths, and so
You, SOR. I'll study something. Yeah, she. I'm not that big, so I'm very new. Legal business,
You guys want to become
that's all SH.
and then
Oh,
I
we don't
think
have